Last time I shed a tear, that when Prince died. Cause if we rockin', then you know we rockin' like a Slipknot. See, this ain't basketball at halftime. We on switch sides. She thinks she love me, but she fell in love with my rich side. I got it for less. Flip that, then I got on a check. Dispatch, then we go on a race. Switch it up if that other place. Mix it up, got a lot on my plate. Got the broccoli and cheese with the beef on the side. This ain't no regular steak. No one wrong way. Richer than me. This ain't up for debate. You gotta love. Maybach, lay back, matte black, just to on your truck. Now I'm in the AMG with the all black tint. They don't know it's me, but they got a little hint. How you worry about it when you can't pay rent? I've been there. Lago and Bowie, I went there. Off of MLK, used to live there. Basketball on the tier, used to win there. Up in the cell at 17. Back in jail with no bail at 19. Up the road with the life is at 20. Made my first 100,000 at 23. Now who is he or who is she to speak on my name when you ain't me? Why they talking I'm overseas? Biggie Smalls when I move it was all a dream. Keep on talking and pump me up. Call me lucky, I guess I got dummy luck. Give a play and then it's time. Better believe we gon' it up. Hey, stitch on YouTube. Say that you was out and put that shit on YouTube. Why you always rapping about it that you do? Why you always rapping about it that you do? Hey, if it's up like that.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll be watching the dynamic Tyreek Hill. He went well over 100 yards a week ago and found his way to the end zone. It's the Rams and the Lumberjacks.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his third season in the league.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. How about this? He's to the 10. Touchdown, LA! Derrick Henry. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Shudak. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it, but otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Wilcox. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Operating from the gun. Wilcox. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. play action. Wilcox. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
An audible here to get a new look. They'll try and throw for it here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, week 7. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. This is Fant on the short completion. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 29-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to throw again. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Walker with a grab, left side. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Operating from the gun. Wilcox toward the pylon, caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Repeated the last play, finding Walker. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Here we go, here we go. Let's go.
Walker. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Myers' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They begin with Henry. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 93 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Well, they're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Turner throwing on first down. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. When you look at this defense, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Henry up the middle. And a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Inside handoff, Henry. There he goes, left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Over the middle, complete. It's Hill. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Off the play fake. Turner. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And his kick is good. And that'll do it for the first quarter of play. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. As they've got it as we resume action. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He finds Smith-Njigba, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lumberjacks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. 1-7, their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now, this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So's the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
On second down, here's Henry. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Virginia Beach offense set to take over. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your...
This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. It's a big play there. 48 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play.
The previous play is under review.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now here's the call. Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Looking to throw. Wilcox. Smith and Jigba with the grab. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Straight ahead, Walker. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And Walker once more. They find some open field here. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Running left is Walker. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Kenneth Walker, an 18-yard touchdown run. And his guys have taken the lead. Now Myers for the extra point. As they go up by a total of 17-10. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was Ken Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. And, Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily when you set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
I'm guessing he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it? Turner now to throw on 2nd down. From left side, it's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down. They'll try the right side with Henry. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Henry running right. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Turner. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Tyreek Hill from 13 yards out. And the Rams are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point up and good by Shudak. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Well, the Virginia Beach offense set to take over. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time. A drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown! DK Metcalf with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Lumberjacks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. The extra point now coming from Myers. And they will take a 7-point lead now. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. To throw is Turner on 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
They set up the screen for Henry. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now Turner on 1st down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen, but this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
And here's Turner to throw on 3rd down. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And Caleb Shudak on now for the field goal. He hit his first, this one from 38. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll bring them back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field. It's really been a blistering start to the season for him so far. He's on pace to blow past 1,000 yards. The good receivers, it's interesting, though. You put extra coverage on them, they probably view that as a challenge. All right, I'm going to go after this. You put one guy on them, then they feel disrespected, and they want it to. So how do you cover it?
You're exactly right. That's an insult, right? Especially.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So we've reached halftime in a while. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action Set to begin the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. On first down, Wilcox. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
To throw on third down, Wilcox has taken in by his big tight end. He may go. Touchdown! Noah Fant, 84 yards. And the Lumberjacks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a matchup and make plays like that.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Running left, it's Henry. And he'll get this past the 20 as he gets about 4.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
Fielded at the 20. 51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Virginia Beach offense set to take over. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end. That'll bring up second down. To throw again, Wilcox. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On third down, Wilcox. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out right at the 35. Fifth catch of the afternoon. And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed. The red flag is out. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. On 1st and 10, Wilcox going right back to Fant. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. Touchdown! Noah Fant with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Lumberjacks are able to add on to that lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game. Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now. Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Turner. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. A handoff running left, Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 173 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out. Turner throwing on 1st down. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose? It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it. They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Throwing on 1st down. Turner. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area. Turner now. Back to the air on 2nd down. To the sideline and incomplete. Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try to put it in that way.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Turner. Touchdown, Rams! Gabriel Davis from 3 yards out. And the Rams are able to cut into that deficit. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Well, the Virginia Beach offense set to take over their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Wilcox going up top. He's got him in. Complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Wilcox. And complete to Smith-Njigba. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 35, here's 2nd and a yard. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Again, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Man in motion left. That's Smith-Njigba. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. A give for Walker running right. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Out is Myers for the Seahawk field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. L.A. set to take over again on offense. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. Man, 188 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. To throw is Turner. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Off the bootleg. Turner. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Boye Mafe drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Uncorks one for Davis. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown. Gabriel Davis. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Rams have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Now Shudak for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Gabriel Davis. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. But the Virginia Beach offense set to take over. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Wilcox, he's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Bronco switch, Bronco switch.
Running right, here's Walker. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it. They've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. Back to throw. Wilcox firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. Of note, that last throw right there, putting him over 3,000 yards passing now for the year.
And when you start running the numbers in your head and realize that we're not halfway done with the season yet, you think to yourself, could this be a 6,000-yard season? That's definitely on the table.
Check smash. Check smash.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Looking to throw. Wilcox. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. But Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
This crowd, boy, in a state of shock. What was once safely in hand is now a tie game as the kick is away here. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Virginia Beach offense set to take over. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Proper leading. 19 right. 18 rapid. 18 rapid. Big. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Throwing after the interception. Wilcox. Wide open receiver, complete. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Track him 60. 7 Rangers. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Operating from the gun. Wilcox. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. His throw incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Back to throw again. And that is incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage.
They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Here we go, set. Let's go.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Again, it's Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes 2nd down. Back to throw. Turner. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Rams have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Shudak. And they will take a 7-point lead. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by 7, 1:16 remaining. Now their 4-game winning streak in great danger. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
They'll look to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. A give to Henry. And able to work his way down to the 16. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something